Hello, good morning, this is Diecast Loon. I hope you're all doing well. And today's video is going to be a quick look at some majorette that I've just recently got. I think one is from their deluxe range, and the other is from their standard range. And then we've got a couple of vintage pieces to look at, and a couple of weird little bits that I picked up this morning when I was out and about. So it won't be a massively long video, but we'll get straight into it in usual fashion. So we'll take a look at the cheaper piece first. So this is from the basic majorette range, and it is obviously this MAN TGS truck, which is pretty well done, with the Castrol livery. So let's get this straight open if I can find a tab. There's usually a little tab on the back. Let's pop it open. Let's lower the camera a little bit. And yeah, not too badly done at all. I wasn't sure when I first picked it up. I thought it looked a bit plasticky, but now it's out of the box, it's actually really quite nicely done. So as you can see, it's from their basic range, but it has, you know, painted details on the front. You've got the man and the little, I think it's a little dog for the logo, and you've got some, which is a nice touch, you've got some separate colours here for the lights rather than it just being part of the glass. And with all majorette, what I like about majorette is their glass is always so crystal clear and not distorted, which is a nice piece to put on, you know, what's just basically a toy. And the wheels are quite good, so got a bit of sort of tread detail to them. And again, you've got MAN stamped into the diecast. It is a diecast top, and all of this piece is diecast. It's actually diecast right to the back. And then this Castrol tanker part is plastic, but all in all it's a nice little piece, so I'm quite happy that I picked it up. I mainly picked it up because I'm getting quite a collection of little tanker trucks now. Unfortunately, as usual fashion, most of them are put away, but I have got a couple of little pieces here just to compare. So I've got an SO truck here, which I got from Phil from Diecast for You to See. This was a gift from him from a while ago now, and one of my favourite, actual facts, one of my favourite majorette pieces in my collection. I had this truck when I was a child, but which I obviously don't have now, so it was nice to have one sort of gifted to me in such nice condition. I do have its original case for it, which is out of at the moment, as you can see there. But this is from around about 1970. But the reason I've got it out again is just to, you know, it's just to, I know it's a completely different truck, but just sort of comparing old with new, really. And the quality of the new is good. Obviously the older stuff has metal. It's more metal, plastic base still, but very nice nonetheless. So like I said, I've got quite a few tanker trucks. Like I said, unfortunately most of them are away. I do have this one here, which I'm leaving in its blister, so to speak, as I already have two different versions. I think I've got a green one, I'm sure I've got a green one somewhere, and I've got this yellow one as well, with the extra sort of extra trailer, Bowser trailer, whatever you want to call it. It's got a tanker trailer that follows behind. So I thought I'd, you know, I'm not really a carded collector, but I thought I'd leave one carded just so you can get a look at what they were like back in the day. This is what they came like when I was a kid, when you bought majorette. I think this one's from around about the late 80s, early 90s, but they did do this design from right back from the early 80s right the way through to about the early 90s in this well, I think this was from the 200 series. I think this is from, I'm just having a look, but yeah, there you go. But anyway, so that's obviously the shell truck. So that is the trucks part done. So let's now take a look at the main event, which is this. So it is a Volkswagen T1 food truck, and I mainly got this because I just thought it was different, and I don't remember seeing this on anybody's channel, so I thought it was a bit different, and I like my Volkswagens. I'm just having a look. I think it's from 2020, so it was last year's, I presume. Anyway, let's get it open and take a closer look at it. So, bear with me a second. Let's just open it right up. And it is coming slowly. There it is, and it's out. So you get a box with this particular piece, which is pretty cool. So, and then obviously the main piece itself, and weightish little piece, and it's pretty cool. So you got obviously the rooftop opens up to reveal the menu, which is a nice little touch, and then as you can see some stoves in there and a sink. Let's get a little bit closer so you can see, but very nicely done. So I presume that just shuts down like that, and it's a bit stiff, but that doesn't matter because I'll probably display it eventually with it open anyway. Just having a little look. Yeah, it's just a bit stiff, that's all. It should be like that, but that's no problem. But again, painted rear details and painted front details, indicators, and obviously the lights are part of the glass. And being that this is their, now is this deluxe range? Has it got rubber tyres on it? I'm just trying to see. Yeah, it's got rubber tyres, so it is there from their deluxe range. I'm saying, yeah, it is from their deluxe range. So let's put the camera down a bit more. So loads of suspension, rolls nice. So yeah, it's a nice little example of the T1. It is pretty cool. So I am quite happy to have it. And like I said, it's just a bit different. You know, as I said, I'll most likely display it like this anyway, so it won't make much difference. So that is pretty cool. So let's move that to one side. And then this morning I was out. I went to a shop that I've not been in for quite a while because he hadn't had much left. And there's a couple of bits I want to go back for actually. I just didn't have enough. He doesn't take cash. He doesn't take card at the moment. He just deals in cash. So I couldn't pick up all the parts I wanted to get, all the bits I wanted to get, should I say. There was a couple of Sekou pieces there that were quite cool, vintage Sekou. So I'm definitely going to be going back to get that because they were in too good a condition to pass up. But what I did pick up was got this little piece from Matchbox. As you can see, got it for £2, and it's in pretty good condition. I did think somebody had a go at redoing the wheels, but it's not. They don't look like they've been touched. It's just a bit of a quality control issue from Matchbox from back in the day. But it is a super fast, and it is, if I remember rightly, it is a little BMC sort of Matchbox series number 56 BMC 1800 Pininfarina. So I did hear somewhere this is a concept car, but whether that is true or not, I don't know. But I haven't really researched it. I just thought it looked cool. The doors do open. It's a bit of dirt inside because I haven't done nothing to it yet. With this, I'm most likely just clean the base, clean the interior a bit, give the glass a bit of a wipe, and just leave it as it is because it's a survivor car. It's not in too bad a condition at all. It still rolls quite nice, still has suspension, so very good for £2, I think. So that was what I picked up this morning, and then got this, which is not for me. My partner actually had this when she was a little girl, and she does still have it, but it's rather tatty, and she doesn't want me to restore it because obviously she used to play with it as a child. I'll just see if I can find hers a sec. 2 seconds. It is here in the room with me. As you can see, it's quite tatty, but she did ask me a while ago to just sort of do a little bit to it as best I could. So I sort of, you can see its bumper's missing, and she didn't want it restored. So I just sort of ended up giving it a clean up. I stripped it to pieces and cleaned all the inside up because it was just really beaten. It's still rough now, but I made it look as best I could. But she didn't want it restored because it has memories from when she was a little girl. So I found this today, and it's in mint condition. It is from Maisto, this little pink Volkswagen Beetle. But I've scored some brownie points with her now because she's, like she said, she's not a die-cast collector, but she does have a few cars. But she was happy now that she's got. So and that's what it is with this collecting, you know, especially for, you know, for me anyway. I mean, I'm a massive car fan, but most of us got into this hobby because of our childhoods, you know, and so she sort of got this as an extra Valentine's Day present. So anyway, so that's today's haul. So please like, share, subscribe, stay tuned for more unboxings, wheel swaps, restorations and other good stuff in the future to come. And if I go back to the shop and pick up any of that Siku stuff, I will show that soon too. And with that, I will see you all soon. Thanks for watching.